Good afternoon, evening, everyone. It is Chris and Josh here, bringing you to the Full Throttle Performance Series, Next Gen Series, brought to you by the North Carolina 811 Dig. So I'm glad everybody could be here tonight as we're getting it kicked off with the Grand Canyon 120 by NC811 Dig here tonight in the beautiful Phoenix Raceway. So it's going to be a really good, fun race here tonight. Going to get on board with a couple of your drivers so that way we can see what is going on as far as battle for the points. Everything go here in just 1 minute, but right now we're battling. We're riding on board here with that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Going to see him get set off to a good point right now. Going to see if he can set himself up better than that 5th place position. Going to set himself into the 2nd place. Looks like David Salter will set himself into that pole position. So David Salter showing some really good speed here. DeBoer on his 2nd lap right now. See if he can better himself. So we'll go through the points here in just 1 second, so that way you can see as we're at race 2 here tonight. Looks like DeBoer not going to be able to better himself. Nobody out on the track right now, so we'll go ahead and get those points brought up on the screen so you can see who is battling for the points. I know Colin Forrester will not be here tonight. He is not feeling good, so hope he feels better here tonight. But he is locked into that next round, so he will not have to worry about racing tonight. So Colin Forrester, currently your points leader, and then you've got Chad Hitchcock, who's had a really commanding run here. He's set himself up into that 2nd place. Stan Mayberry, who's fallen back a couple of positions, but going to be in that 3rd spot. So Stan Mayberry's still off to a good run here. Clayton Kincart going to be in that 4th position. Brian Chew in 5th. Robby Bice 6th. Matthew Fitz in 7th. DeBoer is in 8th. He's actually tied with Bradley Wilson for that 8th position. So right now, Bradley Wilson's having to claw his way back up as he's on the outside looking in right now. But Logan Rhodes going to be in that 10th spot. Jimmy Green in 11th. And Josh Carver going to be sitting on the outside in that 12th position. But we're going to go on board here with that Patrick Inter-Machine. I see he is currently out on the track. Got a lot of implications here. This is going to be the last race. Determine that top 8 going into next week. So maybe here by the end of the race, we'll let you know going into that top 8. I know David gets the points to me. Normally gets it to me right as I'm getting as we're into the stream. But hopefully we can get them here for you tonight and see what's happening. So Bradley posted in the Facebook chat. Going to be interesting tonight. Yes, sir, it is. Whoa, the 38 getting really messed up there. So not going to be able to better himself on that 2nd lap. Is that 38 machine. So unfortunate for Patrick Ginter. Going to set himself up into that 3rd spot. Right now, there's Matthew Fitz out on the track. Also see Logan Rhodes just set himself into the position, that 9th position. So Scrappy set himself into the 9th position. I see Jay Tucker in the Facebook chat saying, let's go Scrappy. So Scrappy right now in that 8th position. Logan Rhodes looks like he's going to be doing good. But like we were saying in the comment before, if you do see a little bit of frame dropping and everything, we are having a little bit of weather here in the great state of South Carolina. So if the stream does get a little choppy, we do apologize. We will have a recorded version up. But look at that. Logan Rhodes setting himself up into that 3rd position. So Scrappy is out here getting ready, putting the dukes up, trying to say, hey, guys, I'm going to get scrappy. So Logan Rhodes trying to better himself in that points position. But right now, no drivers out on track. And it looks like the grid is getting ready to set up. So looks like we're getting ready to go green here tonight. As we're going to let the drivers go ahead and get out on the track. A couple of drivers not currently gridded in, but we're going to go ahead and get that grid pulled up on screen. David Salter going to set himself in the pole position, so it was a good drive from him.
We're going to go ahead and get through your grid here tonight. That number 28 of number 28, 88 of David Salter. Going to line up on the pole position here tonight. That Full Throttle Motorsports team continuing their trend of qualifying strong here in early season, as that 51 of Bradley Wilson he is going to line up on that outside lane, qualifying second here. As you're going to see Logan Rhodes, Scrappy, line up P3. As Patrick Ginter going to start P4 with Jimmy Green in P5 and Josh Carver, who has not currently girded up that little rebel, lining up P6. We'll see that Ed DeBoer machine starting here tonight in that P7 position. Outside is going to be Case Collinback, as we're going to see Clayton Kincart in that 9th place, and 10th going to a very nice Matthew Fitz machine. As we'll get back here, you're going to see that number 22 of Chad Hitchcock starting in that 11th spot with that 12th position going to Stan Mayberry. Ryan Chu going to start 13th with Robby Bice 14th. Adam McKinney going to be 15th with Ryan Sword 16th. And Austin Rhodes going to round out your field in that 17th position, as we're going to see our field taken to the grid here, getting ready to go green. It's the new layout here of ISM, correct, Chris? Talking about legacy. We did decide to go with the new version. We're going to see some fun racing here, some hectic restarts. They're going down the back straightaway. Going to restart here into turn number 1 as the pace car turns off. As you do know on the reconfig, start-finish line in the middle of turn 1 and turn 2. So as they come down the straightaway, what used to be the front stretch, now the back stretch, into turn 1. Green flag should show in just a moment. It is going to be David Salter, Bradley Wilson in the restart zone. Green driver, go, go, go. As that 88 maybe a little bit hesitant on the restart. 51 well off to the start, as you're going to see that big cut down in through the dog leg, but the 51 great restart on the outside lane. Bradley Wilson here in lap 1. He is going to be your new leader going through turn number 2 and down the back straightaway.
Yeah, Bradley Wilson looks like he got off to a really good jump. Like you were saying, Josh, maybe at 88, just getting off to a little hesitant of a start. Now he's going to have to fall back in and put it to the 51. Whoa, the 51 get loose. Bradley Wilson moving up to the top of the track. He's going to get a couple of drivers by him. Ooh, Bradley Wilson having a little bit of an incident there, so that's uncharacteristic for that 51. We'll have to see if he can claw his way back up. That's going to let 4 drivers past him. David Salter back out to the lead.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic indeed, Chris. We saw that 51 just get a big snap oversteer. Probably just put the gas down way too fast, and that's how I got the rear tire snapped up. He lifted, they gripped back up, it snapped that race car around. That's what you saw from the 51. Good heads-up awareness. He didn't stay in it. He didn't spin the car, but he lost 4 positions, and hey, you'd much rather lose 4 positions, 3 positions. Well, no, it's 4 positions. Whoa, and you say that, Carver around. He's going to grab it. Still loose.
Oh,
into the
Carver
wall.
into the wall. Oh, my goodness. Hard
Caution out
there.
here. 3 for the number 3.
Everybody getting around it. Looks like just a big hit there for the 3 machine. It just snapped on him, and he couldn't get it corrected. Yeah, whoa, he got into turn 3.
Good save
really
right
loose.
here.
Good. Yeah.
The tires are just so hot. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to call the wrong turns here so many times tonight, man. It confuses me.
Yeah, this track is very confusing, but you
Very
see right there,
confusing.
Josh Carver, he's getting into the corner really hot. He tries to get it collected there, but just not able to keep it straight. Just snaps back on him, and into the wall he goes. Oh, big hit. Josh Carver already
He's blown up. He's blown up.
He's already blown up, so that could be all it wrote for that 3 machine to Josh Carver. That's unfortunate for him.
You know, he has not had the best of luck this last month, Chris. I say this last month, but race week, pattern time, whatever you want to call it. Just these last couple races have not went the way of Josh Carver, especially not the way we saw him race last season. It's unfortunate for that 3 man, and hopefully he can find that rhythm before season's time over, man. Or before season is close to over, because we would hate to see Josh go out on one of those skunk seasons in the first year of the next gen cars, you know.
Yeah, well, right now, you know, he's sitting in that 12th position in points, so it doesn't look like it's going to be good for that Josh Carver. He might be knocked out of the competition and the race here tonight. As you see, Bradley Wilson looks like he might decide to come down pit lane, or maybe just taking that really low lane. No, he just riding down below the yellow lane. So Bradley Wilson, you know, see him heating up those tires just a little bit. 4 people got past him, but one of them did have a little bit of a hiccup getting into the wall there. So Josh Carver, just unfortunate for him, man. But like we were saying, I do hear it. If you can, I can. The the rain is definitely coming down outside. So like I said, if you do see the stream, as I'm sitting there talking about it, I've noticed it starts skipping. Yep, as I'm talking about it. But like I said, if you do see anything, just know that we will have a recording up after the race if anything goes funky on the stream. So just like I said, just bear with us, and we'll get this race taken care of tonight. As it looks like Josh Carver already out of the race, man. That is, like I said, just unfortunate for that Carver machine. He's had a lot of adversities here early on in the season. Had his computer break on him, wasn't able to really do any racing, and then was able to get it going again, and then just you see just not really having the best of luck. But the pace car's out. See if that 88 can get off to a better jump. Now he can dictate the race start whenever he wants. So we'll see if he takes it down the long stretch. That's the thing. The restart zone is anywhere down this back stretch whenever you have when you have that restart control. So it looks like they're going to drag it all the way down. They might have had a talk about it. Said we're just going to go to the restart zone. But the 88 getting off to a good jump. Jimmy Green moving his way up into that second position. Logan Rhodes scrappy. Look at him in that third position. Now he's battling it out with his teammate on the inside. You see him diving all the way down there to the bottom lane. That is legal. Diving all the way down below that dog leg. But it can get really wishy-washy down there, so you got to be careful. Look at that. Bradley Wilson already on the attack behind that 8 of Logan Rhodes.
Yeah, he is indeed, that 51. But look at the 8 now coming to the inside of his 23 teammate of Jimmy Green. And you're going to see the 51 try to take it to the outside. He restarted on the inside, so not really the best lane choice there as the 88 just kind of up and left. It's kind of hard to dictate where that's going to happen. And 51 just wasn't able to get up to the best restart, but he's doing a good job right now recovering as the 8 and the 23 are battling big time.
Yeah.
That Ford Fusion number 23, or 51, excuse me. It's good to see a Ford Fusion, Chris. I've been running the Chargers, they switched it up. Now they're in the Fusions.
Yeah, but you got to watch out, man. Them teammates leaning all over each other. That's going to be scary.
Jimmy's going to let him by, though.
Yeah, but you see right now, that 51 of Bradley Wilson, he is right now sitting on that bubble, tied for 8th with that that Ed Osborne machine. Let's see where Ed DeBoer. Ed DeBoer currently sitting in that 6th position. So right now, currently battling a little bit ahead of him is that Bradley Wilson machine. So Ed DeBoer going to have to do a little bit of fighting back if he's going to set himself in the points. But Casey Colin back up 3 positions, also doing a good job.
Yeah, that 84 looking pretty strong right now. He's got the 82 of Ed DeBoer behind him. We do know open setups here for the Full Throttle guys. So, well, we say that. The 18 Brian Chu, big into the wall. He's still wrecking back there. He's going to gather it up. Man, early trouble for the M&M's machine of Brian Chu.
Yeah, currently sitting in that 5th place in points, Brian Chu is having a little bit of hiccups here early on. See him getting up into the wall there. Whoa, the 99 having to get around there. It looks like Stan Mayberry going to get around. I see he's got his numbers fixed. He's currently the 99 on track. So Stan Mayberry currently sitting 3rd, having to battle his way back up through the field. Let's see if Stan Mayberry has anything to say. Whoa, big drive in there going into turns 3.
Yeah, you see that dodge of Stan Mayberry driving it. As you see that 88 of David Salter still out in the lead, that Ford Mustang. Doing an excellent job as he's pulling away from Scrappy and Jimmy Green. It's good to see Salter find this race pace finally. Hopefully we'll see it continue as we're only on lap 12 here. 120 laps at Phoenix. That's going to go by a lot quicker than you expect. I mean, we're only setting, 27, 26 second laps at max, I would assume. And these boys are going to get it quick and done quickly, especially the way they're staying right now. We're seeing some good, clean racing. And, despite our early caution, which was a single car caution, and, a little bit of drivers just beating and banging on the wall themselves, we've seen some fairly clean racing. As you see, the 99 of Stan Mayberry to the inside now of that 13 of Adam McKinney, as he is going to roll under that 13 of McKinney as he's trying to work his way through the field now, moving himself up into that 11th position. As you see behind him, Chad Hitchcock trying to work on that number 12 machine, of Austin Rhodes. As whoa, big into the wall is the 13 again of McKinney. As this is the point of the race where your setups are starting to really come in. If you got one of those setups that hit from the first lap, it might start falling off just a little bit here within the next few laps. But if you got one of those setups that really take a little bit to come in, this is where you're going to start hitting on that point. You're going to see some of these cars maybe come to life, and vice versa. You might see, the likes of, the leaders up here, some of these guys running strong in the front, starting to fall off. Not saying any of them in particular, but, you just never know, especially with these open setups and a lot of these teams running similar setups or, running exactly the same setup and sometimes you'll see that. Just pay attention. If you see one guy fall off and another at the same time, probably using the same setup. If not, and then probably means they're just running their own style setup, kind of working off that one. But these open setups, man, bring a lot of fun, I think, to the Full Throttle League. It really brings another dynamic to these guys. I mean, you get to see not only their driving talent show, you get to see the tuning talent. I mean, it takes a lot to set up one of these race cars, and especially with the next gen cars, you kind of had to relearn everything, all new suspension. I mean, it was just all new to these guys. So it's definitely a challenge, and it's been a fun season so far, and just really enjoy what we've had to watch all season. And right now they're doing an excellent job. Bradley Wilson's still trying to track him down, but it looks like they're finally starting to hunt down that 88 machine of David Salters. We say that, Chris, the 3 of Josh Carver back out on the racetrack.
Yeah, he's not out of it right now. The 3 machine only went about 10 laps down, so we'll see if he has anything to say coming back into the race now. But we could see Carver not having the best of luck when it comes to engines. We've seen him blow engines a lot in this season, so we'll see if that engine can hold together. Get him a couple more laps out here on the track. Maybe have something happen. Get lucky. We haven't had a big wreck yet. Phoenix can bring that out here in these races. So we're gonna have to see if these boys can get it calmed down and can keep it calmed down and get it done here tonight. As right now, Logan Rhodes starting to really fall off from the pack. Scrappy under attack from that 51 of Bradley Wilson. Bradley Wilson looking really good here, moving back through the field. He's really putting a lot of pressure on that 8, but it looks like Logan Rhodes not going to give the way to that 51. Scrappy going to have to really go on the defense mode here, because we know that 51 knows how to get through the field even with damage. He knows how to get back up here in the lead, knows how to get back up here in the front. So we'll have to see if Bradley Wilson has anything to offer for that 8 of Scrappy. But right now, it looks like he's just going to cruise behind him. But right now, David Salter coming under attack from that 23 of Jimmy Green. So we'll see if Jimmy Green can get up here in the front and take over.
Yeah, the 23 rolling the outside lane right now, kind of trying to maybe get a better drive off on corner exit. But that 88 of David Salter starting to look like maybe losing a little bit of the pace. Could be saving some here in this early run. As we're at the 100 to go mark now, we'll hit 99 to go this next time by. But Jimmy Green starting to do what he usually does in the mid-run, find some speed. And it's usually one of those rev guys, and tonight it looks like it's going to be that 23 here at Phoenix, as he is rolling this bottom lane here now. Here and getting out of the gas just a little bit, now back in it. As he is really starting to put the pressure on that Ford Mustang 88 of David Salter. He's going to roll it into the corner here. It looks like this is going to be a battle that's just going to form out over the next couple laps, Chris.
Yeah, it looks like Jimmy Green's going to have to give a little bit of pressure to that 88. Going to have to get him out of a rhythm. As you see right now, Jimmy Green pulling all up to the back bumper of that 88 of David Salter. Now David Salter definitely looking up in that rear view going, man, where's he going? Man, where's he going? You see Logan Rhodes now getting the 3, having a little bit of issues back there, trying to separate. Put a little bit of separation between him and that 51 of Bradley Wilson. But Bradley Wilson going to tuck back up the 3. Going to dive all the way back down in there. It looks like maybe the 3 still in contention here. But all those laps down, you wouldn't really think, unless you have a lot of cautions like we did last week, that would be the only thing that would help that 3 machine here tonight.
Yeah, but he's just out there. He's got the fresh tires. He's going to, with the damage, still make some speed here. It's only a 1-mile oval, so it's not the hardest track to get past people with some damage. So we'll see him roll past a couple of his teammate there in that 51 and try to just get a lap back by hand. And like you said, Chris, if we get a couple cautions in the future, he's gonna get the wave around. He's the only guy a lap down right now. I say that, but they're starting to catch Matthew Fitz as well, about 22 seconds off of Matthew Fitz. or 22 seconds off the lead is Matthew Fitz.
So 51 of Bradley Wilson going to go ahead and make the pass.
Oh, but he's going to scrape the wall a bit.
Yeah, so it looks like Logan Rhodes having a little bit of issues with his tires. As I do hear the rain pouring down outside. I see the stream having a little bit of hiccups. So like I was saying, just bear with us. Maybe it'll even itself out here. But just do thank everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube. I see Jay Tucker over there saying, way to go, buddy. Let's go, Scrappy. So, hey, Scrappy doing good, but it looks like caution's out. Caution's out. Ryan Sword looks like having an issue. Is that 94 Ryan Sword? Oh, no. Team Sparkle Unicorn 94 having a little bit of problems coming out of the corner. We'll see what happened with him. Looks like might have just got into the gas. Rear end might have got out from him, maybe like that 3. Oh, see, she got loose from him. Oh.
Oh, Patrick took a shot.
Patrick did
28
take a shot.
got around him, though.
Yeah, Robby Bice did get around. Robby Bice always having a little bit of trouble here. Looks like he did get lucky. See Scrappy down there. Looks like he was getting around him. But David Salter, everybody coming down pit lane right now. We'll go back and we'll check. See if it was just what I said. Ryan Sword looks like having a little bit of snappiness coming out of there. Looks like coming out of the corner. Yeah, right there getting loose. Tries to get it corrected, and then it just snapped on him. Then you see a big hit there from Patrick Ginter. So just, oh, that was a big hit. 94 going to have a lot of damage going in.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be big damages. I was going to say, though, saving grace of a lot of these guys here, they just came down pit road, got a free pit stop. Lose a lot less time at a green flag pit stops than you do, and you actually gain a position. Maybe, I would say that, but it looks like the 23 did get out.
I was going to say, yeah, it looks like the 23 of Jimmy Green did beat out that 51 of Bradley Wilson, so Wilson going to have to fall back to that 3rd position, but Logan Rhodes not able to make his position back up, so he's going to move up back, or stay in that 4th position. Case Collenbach will be in that 6th position right behind him, and then Ed DeBoer is just currently sitting in the spot that he qualified in, just trying to hold out here. It looks like Brian Chu coming down pit lane right now. Clayton Kincart going to be in that 8th spot. Robby Bice almost got into a little bit of a scuffle with that Patrick Ginter machine as well. Looks like he's going to be setting himself into that 8th position. Chad Hitchcock is currently sitting 2nd in points, sitting in that 9th spot. Like last week, he kind of just sat in the back of the field the whole night. Didn't really say anything the entire night. Didn't do much of anything. Just kind of cruised. And then the next thing you know, 10 laps, 12 laps to go, he was up there in the front, and he was running with the big boys. So might see another repeat move from that Chad Hitchcock machine. Might just kind of hang back out here in the back of the pack. Let all the boys get up here battling it out, wear all their stuff up, and then just there you go, boom, go to the front. So see if that 22 can have anything to say. But like we were saying, Colin Forrester, your points leader, currently not feeling good here tonight. So he called a mulligan, said, I'm just not going to drive tonight. So he is currently locked into next week anyway. So he has the pleasure of missing a race. So that will be his reason for not being here. But David Salter still holding on to that lead. We'll see if he has the pace to hang on to it.
Yeah, that's one thing I was looking for here too. You know, if that 88 of David Salter was going to be able to dictate the pace of this race like he was so strong in the opening segment. I mean, he led off that one restart on the first caution of the race when Josh Carver got around, but I'm going to be see if people are going to maybe be aware of where he's going to restart. Like he said, he can fire off almost anywhere he wants to, so it's kind of going to be hard to guess. But I'm just going to see if these boys are maybe going to have his number a little bit as we get more and more into this restart. How well he is going to be able to redictate the pace of this race, and if he's going to be able to control that lead as strong as he was here in this first little segment.
Yeah, but David Salter always really good at these tracks. So we'll see if he has it. You see Brian Chu back there looking like the real Kyle Busch, coming flying around the corner back there. So not able to pull that same thing, but the 88 of David Salter off to a good jump. Jimmy Green not getting off to a good jump. He's going to fall back to that 3rd position. The 51 of Bradley Wilson going to move up into that 2nd position. Scrappy.
Casey Collenbach around.
Casey Collenbach is around. Whoa, is he going to get it corrected? Don't pull it back up into the track. Whoa, everybody getting around, though. Woo, that could have been really crazy, but everybody going to get it corrected back up. Case Collenbach looks like he had a little bit of an issue coming out of turn 4. We are still green. Looks like he's going to go ahead and pull it down pit lane. The 88 of David Salter now out to a 4/10-second gap between Bradley Wilson. So if anybody's got anything to say right now, your Truck Series Championship, Jimmy Green going to make the pass going into turns 2, excuse me. Turns 1 coming out of 2. Going to make that pass. Right now, Bradley Wilson going to be trying to get back into that second position. All over the back bumper, now falling back just a little bit. But Logan Rhodes now looking like he's trying to peak up. But it doesn't look like he's going to make that move. It looks like he's just going to kind of peter off. Not really make a move. Just kind of relax. I know he knows it's a long race. He's still got a long way to go. So it should be, well, as I say that, looks like he's trying to make a move on the inside now.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Bradley Wilson fell off big time. Jimmy Green able to get back around him after that big restart from that 51 and the 88. The 88 of David Salter, Chris, set the fastest lap this last time by. We'll see when he comes around for the stripe this time. 27.25, 27.25. Looks like Jimmy Green, 27.19. So, not the fastest that last time, but still very quick is David Salter. And, man, he's looking very good here tonight, Chris, at Phoenix.
Yeah, he's really looking good. Not in contention for that points, for the championship. But we know David, after all of the hiccups and stuff that he's had happen in all season, he wants the best finish that he can get into. So right now, he'll take a win. He doesn't care if he's in contention for that championship. But right now, it looks like he's still got last season's champion Bradley Wilson still back here lurking his way through the field. It looks like he's fallen off just a little bit. Jimmy Green now probably eating that equipment up just a little bit, getting back up into that back into that slipstream of that 88. So it looks like he's going to be trying to make a move here in just 1 second. Yeah, Bradley Wilson now off to an 8/10 gap. So either Jimmy Green's really driving it, or that Bradley Wilson machine's just trying to conserve.
Yeah, we know Bradley knows what he's doing, man. I think it could be a mixture of both. I think, we could maybe see Salter getting a little bit aggressive here because he's got that 23 Jimmy Green putting under so much pressure. These guys are definitely going to kill their equipment as you're out on board with that Bradley Wilson machine. Weird hearing a downshift at Phoenix. The 4th at that.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing to hear. It's really weird to downshift into 4th, like you were saying. That's the one thing that's really crazy. So, hey, it's one of those things that's about to become a surreal reality. That's what they're going to be doing next season. It's going to be weird to see these cars out on the track for real, but hey, these Bluegrass boys, they've shown us they're ready for the race.
Full throttle?
Excuse me, I am so sorry. I did it too, Josh. So you can punch me for it after the race, but yeah, the Full Throttle boys, they are showing us that these next gen cars, they're definitely ready for the race. I know you could admonish me for it. My fault. But David Salter, like we were saying, is doing a really good job in that Full Throttle Motorsports 88. Like we were saying, Rev Motorsports guys, Jimmy Green all over his back bumper. The Shenandoah Shine guys in. The 51 of Bradley Wilson, he's in that 3rd place. Looks like he's fallen off, like we were saying. Now got about a second gap between him and Jimmy Green. Logan Rhodes currently sitting in that 4th spot, just having to battle off what he's doing. And then you see Ed DeBoer having a little bit of hiccups back here, maybe have a little bit of blinking, but that 82 of Ed DeBoer is trying to get into a position and trying to battle off with some position. Robby Bice, though, another driver that's had a lot of crap thrown his way. Currently sitting in that 6th spot, doing a good job in that 6th spot. Then you see Clayton Kincart's moved his way up 2 spots. Trying to battle off and get some positions here as well. You see Adam McKinney, who's sitting in that 13, in that 8th spot. Chad Hitchcock battling his way up now, got up into that 9th spot. He's going to be on the inside there of that 13. He could make a pass coming down the back straightaway here. We'll see if he does. And then you see Stan Mayberry rounding out your top 10. But we'll go back on front here with your leaders. You see David Salter still got about a 4/10 second gap between him and Jimmy Green. So Jimmy Green trying to just level out the playing field with those tires. You might have eat them up just a little bit, maybe falling off trying to let David just burn his stuff up a little bit. But Salter, we do know once he gets set into a groove, he can really drive away with the race. So David Salter now putting a little bit of gap between him and Jimmy Green. We might see that happen. But Bradley Wilson, like we were saying, don't count him out. I've seen him overcome a lot of stuff. So it could be his race here tonight. And then Logan Rhodes on a really good run as well. Like we said, Scrappy's showing a lot of really good fortitude, mental fortitude in these race cars, starting to, build up, and he's really starting to, put himself into a good position where he could, set himself up for a championship win. But like we were talking to him a couple of races before the championship start, when he was on a little bit of a hot streak, Logan Rhodes said, hey, maybe this was just what I needed. It just needed the confidence and everything. So right now he's currently sitting in that fourth spot. So he could have something to say here for you tonight.
Indeed, he could, man. And Scrappy's look dang good. 2 race wins on the season. I mean, he's done an excellent job so far. I mean, like he said, he sounds so confident now when you get him in the booth. After the first win, he was just very excited. A little bit of a looseness there, yeah, a little bit of a wiggle there. Yeah, he did get into the wall, didn't he? It didn't look like he got into the wall for me there for a moment, but I guess I didn't see it all the way. But either way, that 88 now starting to come to some pressure to that 23. But Logan, confident man, doing a good job. He's sitting in 4th here tonight after that damage. We'll see if it does slow him up a little bit. But rolling into turn, whatever the heck it is on this new config, you're going to see David Salter. They're going to take the stripe here for lap 46. Coming to pressure to Jimmy Green here. Jimmy Green shouldn't be to the inside. He's not. He's going to dive it back out to the outside. Salter to the inside lane. As you're going to see that 23 rolling it back out just a little bit, losing a little bit of time through the corner. And on exit, he's going to try to get his time made back up. That is David Salter. Like you said, Chris, once he's getting a groove, once he gets in a groove, that 88 can look really dang good. And right now, looking solid out there, leading this race pretty much since the green flag has dropped.
Yeah.
And lap 47, that Full Throttle Motorsports number 88 of David Salter is looking to pick up his first win of the season here.
Yeah, and then you see looks like everybody's kind of taking the same line, kind of riding up close to the wall coming into turns 3 and then, turns 1 and 2 back there. I'm getting them all confused here. This is turns 3 and 4 going into the stripe. The dog leg right now, you see David Salter still out to a really good lead, though. Now got it out to a 6/10. Had it about a 4/10 there. Looks like he's starting to put a lot of distance between him and Jimmy Green. You see Jimmy Green and Bradley Wilson kind of taking a higher lane than that 88. That might come into fruition later on. David Salter could be eating those tires up, trying to keep that distance. Then you see Jimmy Green and Bradley Wilson riding a little bit of a higher lane that could open up the door later on. They might have a little bit of tires left, but going underneath that dog leg, like I said, going underneath that yellow line into the dog leg can be really tricky. Whoa, it looks like Jimmy Green getting really tight going up to the top of the track. This could open up the door for Bradley Wilson.
Yeah, Bradley is back to him here. Looks like that 51 now going to go to the inside. He might just have this pass stuck on the inside. He is. And I want to say Jimmy did just set him by. He did. And that is going to be your second place position now. Bradley Wilson, that Ford Fusion. He is going to be on the chase now to David Salter. A second back. We'll see him as he washes up the track wide here. Jimmy going to get back to the inside, but it looks like the 51 just going to roll it off the corner. Down the straightaway he goes. He's got 1 second and 5/10 now. Or no, that's, that was Jimmy Green's. As it looks like Bradley Wilson is about only a second and a 10th back, from that David Salter machine. So this could be your battle for the race lead here anytime soon. It just depends on how well Salter seems to continue to pace himself. And right now, it's looking pretty darn good.
Yeah, it really looks like David Salter, he's now out to a second gap between him and Bradley Wilson. We'll see how long that gap decides to stay that way. As we know, Bradley Wilson is a really, really talented driver. He can really get up here and make a mess out of everything. So Bradley Wilson, we've seen him come up with missing a hood, missing a fender, missing a back bumper. We've seen him win races with none of those panels attached at all. So once you get Bradley Wilson into the seat, it can be a disaster. So Bradley Wilson now about a second and 3/4 now back to David Salter. So David Salter might have the better setup here, Josh. Might have the better pace because it looks like he's really setting it up for him right now. So if you're in that David Salter machine, you look behind him, you see Jimmy Green and Bradley Wilson so close together battling for position. That could be your saving grace. Is Bradley Wilson in the wall right now? He's going to get it corrected, though.
Does got rear quarter damage. So it looks like Salter's starting to pull up on a lap car. I want to say that should be Austin Rhodes. No, it's 3 of Josh Carver.
Whoa, big check up there for the 51. 23. He had to get really checked up there. Almost got into the back bumper of the 51, but we're going to kind of cycle through the field, let you see what is going on. There is the 94 of Ryan Sword, who you saw go around off of a single spin, getting a little bit of time made up. He's getting around Scrappy. Scrappy got a lot of right-in damage where he's been into the walls. And right now, whoa, it looks like maybe Robby Bice got up into the wall there. He was really having to hammer it down there to the bottom lane. Doesn't look like he's got any damage on that right side, but whoa, it looks like he got really loose coming out of the corner. See Clayton Kincart right now trying to battle it out for position. Go back on here and see what is going on up here in the front. It looks like David Salter.
He's losing time to Salter still.
Yeah, Salter now out to a 1.5 seconds. So David Salter really putting some time on him. Yeah, it looks like the Full Throttle Motorsports guys really got the setup going here tonight.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Unfortunate for Patrick Ginter. I mean, you know, he's normally the setup guy. I do know whenever I did race with him, he was the setup guy. You know, if you had something go on, you just say, hey, Patrick, what's going on, man? He'd tell you what to change, and then I would tell you the car would just come alive. Patrick knew what he was doing, so probably out there giving Salter some heads up, really good heads up information. And you see Salter now out to a 1.6 seconds. So really starting to put the pressure on Bradley Wilson to start making that catch up. But like we were saying, Bradley Wilson under fire from that 23 of Jimmy Green. So gonna have to see if Jimmy Green has anything to say for this race, because we do know Bradley Wilson, he can get it done, but he's not really been put under pressure a lot this season. So we'll see right now. He's got to get up there and get that position. He's tied for 8th with Ed DeBoer. So we're going to have to see if he can get up there. Ed DeBoer, who, like we were saying, he's sitting in that 5th spot, trying his best to stay in this top 8 race. So a lot of these drivers just trying to stay alive in this competition for the championship bout.
Oh, and it's a championship bout for sure. These guys are going swinging punches at each other left and right every week. As we go back up on board with that 51, that 23, who looks like that 23 is going to take him to the inside here and drive on by. So that 23 did let him by earlier, and now he's gotten back on by the 51, as we should hit the halfway point this next time by. All right, 2 laps until the halfway
lap 61
point.
Will be the halfway
Yeah, it'll be lap 61 will be the halfway point, but
it looks like Casey Collenbach just having unfortunate turns of events here. Saw him getting loose, getting down to the wall, might be going ahead and pulling it down pit lane. Looks like he just jumped to the pit, so that might be the end for that Casey Collenbach machine. So unfortunate for him, man. Just having a lot of troubles here early on, but good race from him. We'll see him come back next week and probably get it going. But looks like right now Jimmy Green, now about a 2 1/10 second distance between him. Whoa, you see the 94 blinking there a little bit. Everybody
still
having
blinking.
internet issues.
Yeah.
As it looks like Jimmy Green, though, falling back now even further from that David Salter machine.
And at the halfway point, Chris, David Salter has put himself 2.4 clear of Jimmy Green. Salter is starting to take command of this race, man. Doing a great job. Is that it? Oh, we got a spinner. I'm not sure who that was.
Yeah, coming out of turns 1 and 2, he gets loose, and then it looks like trying to get it going again. Gets it back under control, but I wonder if maybe got on the gas or downshifted. Go on board here and see if maybe money shifted. No, it looks like it just got loose out from under him.
Wish I could hear voice chat. I'm over here messing with everything I can, trying to figure out what to do anymore. Oh, he just got loose coming in. He was like drifting the whole way in.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like he just got loose going into the corner, and it just sent him up into the wall. So
hey, that's another freebie though. Nobody has to come down on green flag conditions maybe again.
Yeah, but here at lap 63, we're gonna
Stan Mayberry stayed out.
Stan Mayberry gonna stay out. Try to make up some track position. David Salter, Bradley Wilson, everybody down except for that Mayberry machine. So we'll see what he has to say. David Salter getting out. Looks like Bradley Wilson going to win it out. Logan Rhodes going to get out in that 4th position.
And DeBoer going to come out 5th.
Going to be out, come out 5th. Looks like Robby Bice. Yeah, Robby Bice going to come out 6th. We got a lot of Full Throttle Motorsports guys up here in the front. Looks
Patrick stayed out maybe, or he might come down this time.
Patrick did come down. He might come down pit lane this time. You are correct, Josh. He was a lap down, so we might see him come down pit lane now.
Did you see him hit the access road?
There you go. He is coming down pit lane. So Patrick Enter pulling his way down pit lane. All right. Well, here at lap 65, we're going to go ahead and take it to an NC811 dig side by side. You won't miss any of the action, so we'll be right back.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on NC811.org or the NC811 app.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below before you dig. Visit NC811.org to learn more.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
As we're back here, about to go back green flag racing here at Phoenix. Stan Mayberry deciding to stay out on those old tires. We'll see how it plays off. He's going to get off to a restart, but you're going to see, you're going to see those fresh tires just pull on by. Oh, it's the 51 now. They're going to take it 3 wide. Here comes Scrappy.
Whoa,
Scrappy's loose. He's wrecking. Save it, buddy. Save it, buddy. Keep it down there. Keep it down there. Keep it down there. Austin's not going to come out. Yeah, Austin's not going to come out.
Scrappy going to get it under control, but David Salter.
3 wide behind him.
Look at that. The 22 of Chad Hitchcock taking it 3 wide. Everybody going to have to get checked up. 77 Clayton Kincart into Ed DeBoer. Caution's out. Ed DeBoer, though, getting a little bit of a door slam there. That's going to be good if you're that Logan Rhodes machine, but not good if you're that Ed DeBoer machine.
Yeah, early caution right there, man. I knew it. I knew that restart was going to have some...
Did Bradley Wilson go around? Bradley Wilson went around as well.
That caution saved him,
That
bro.
caution saved him. That caution saved him.
It
We'll go
came
back.
out as he was wrecking, so he's going to be able to rejoin in second place.
Yeah, we're going to go back and see what happened back here, though. You see, like I was saying, everybody driving it in really hard. You see the 22 getting up there, the 77 probably seeing that behind him, diving it down, but the 82 just nowhere to go. 77 gets into him.
I don't know what the 77 was doing there.
Yeah, don't know what Clayton Kincart was doing there. That was a really big drive-in down there.
Yeah, he was just probably just didn't know he was there. I mean,
yeah, it is happening
obviously.
really fast. It is happening
Obviously.
really fast.
They don't call it an accident for a reason. I don't think that Clayton would go drive himself like that.
No.
You know, but I don't know, man. That's just weird. It's like he just didn't know he was there.
Yeah, maybe that was like, you know, like you said, maybe that's what it was. Clayton just didn't know he was there. Everything happening really fast. You know, that's just one of those things that
I wish I had my driver chat working. I could have. I saw him light up as soon as the accident happened. But my driver chat just for some reason I can't hear him. So
yeah. So see, if you're on a single monitor, this is pretty much what you see. So if you see, you don't see him down there, and then there you go, boom, right into him. So unless your spotter's working, you don't really know what's going on down there. So Clayton Kincart getting into the 82, but Ed DeBoer doesn't look like he had too much damage on that car. So it looks like he's going to be able to live to fight another day.
as we should be at 50 laps to go this time by. Restart with, I should say about 49. As I want to say the pace lights may go off this time by. But if not, still, we are getting closer and closer to the end of this race. You're going to see these drivers. Is Bradley Wilson not got a hood again? Or is that just the way that's looking? That's just the way it looks. Okay, never mind. He's got a hood. It was just the way he was sitting in all my screen settings. Yeah, that just looks funny. But either way, Bradley Wilson, he's going to have to really work here, man. I mean, it looks like Salter has just come to play today. I mean, he definitely has the setup. He has the right speed. He's shown good consistency today. It's just going to be one of those things of, can Bradley catch him at the right place, wrong time, or is Salter going to be his own worst enemy? I mean, you never know. These drivers are so unpredictable on every week, or on an every week basis, that you just don't know whatever is going to happen. And it seems like right now that Salter has found his mojo. He has found his rhythm. And here with 50 laps to go, restarting and then hitting the stripe to take 49, this could still be Salter or Wilson or really anybody's race in that top 5, top 10. It's just where does Salter fire off at? Do it now. No, I'm just kidding. Guess where he's going to restart.
He's going to bring it all the way around. Getting off to a good jump, that 88. Everybody going to fall in line. Whoa, it looks like Robby Bice.
Oh, look at Bradley Wilson. Look at Bradley Wilson. Look at Bradley Wilson.
Bradley Wilson all the way down. Whoa! Off the front bumper of the 88. Oh, Clayton Kincart into the back bumper. Whoa, we got a big wreck, big wreck. Stan Mayberry around.
Man, this is where I want my freaking mic to work.
Whoa, a lot of wrecks going there. It looks like maybe Bradley Wilson trying to take that inside. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Bradley Wilson just trying to take that bottom lane below the dog leg, came up, just was not clear. You see right there, just getting into the quarter panel, sending around the 51. That was a really bad decision there. From that 51 to Bradley Wilson, doesn't look like he maybe thought he was clear there. But yeah.
I'm saying it differently than you, Chris. You're seeing the 51 turn up, and I don't think that the 88 meant to turn the 51. I don't know. They could be talking completely different right now. I can't hear them.
And Stan Mayberry just nowhere to go and all that, getting into it, and then it looks like maybe, oh yeah, going around again, getting off the front of that 3 machine. So Stan Mayberry, he is definitely not happy right now.
I don't know. I think the 51 was slow in his pace, and I don't know. I think the 88 was starting to turn into the corner. You see it right there. Like, go back.
I think I see what you're talking about.
Watch where the 51 is. He's already straightened back out, man. He's going straight right there. And
Whoa, you see David Salter come down the track just a little bit, Josh. You see that? See that little bit of a subtle movement there?
yeah, I see it. Right there. Here it comes. See the wheel turn over. Look at everybody else's wheels.
Big hit there for that. Oh, you see Robby Bice trying to get around it. Clayton Kincart nowhere to go. It's into the back bumper. So a lot of drivers down pit lane now. Stan Mayberry, Brian Chew down pit lane. Looks like David Salter down pit lane as well. He's down pit lane for 2 minutes. Yeah, not really sure what happened there. We'll have to see if we can figure out. I see Salter typing in the chat, but not really sure what happened. Josh's race chat is not working, so we don't have a clear indication.
Incident, man. It was just a racing incident. I mean, those dog legs get you into all sorts of trouble. You go so far down the racetrack, you come flying up. You got a guy that doesn't know where you're at. You're turning into a corner. You're trying to move down the racetrack to pinch. All of a sudden, you're in his quarter panel. I see stuff like that happen. I mean, do I think that? I don't know. I don't think that one or the other were trying to wreck each other there at all. And it was a collision, man, that they both didn't probably want to get themselves into. Because now Salter's race is pretty much over. He's been down pit road for 3 minutes. So I don't think Salter was trying to get himself into that. And if he did, he bit off way more than he can chew. But I think he was just trying to move down the track, maybe pinch the 51 from coming up before, he got there, and just wasn't anticipating Bradley Wilson to maybe be there all the way. I think that's what happened, maybe. Like I said, don't know what those drivers are talking about. They could be talking a completely different story over the driver radio right now, which they're not talking anymore, but earlier, once, during the wreck. But I'm not sure. I'm
seeing Salter. I'm seeing Salter typing in the Facebook saying he came up. He came up and I came down, and I don't have to let him back up. I mean, he technically is right.
He is right, and I was thinking that under caution. I mean, going below the yellow, so many people get there's so many misjudgment, off of wrecks below the yellow, because people think, oh, well, I mean, yeah, he's down there. It's allowed to go below that yellow line, but that yellow line is still technically the out of bounds line. I mean, it's on that racetrack for a reason.
Hitchcock up the track.
I mean, that would be like kind of passing somebody over the chicane, like jumping a chicane in F1 to pass. I mean, in that sense, it's not the same way, but you're not going to allow that guy to rejoin back in front of you, are you? If he cuts the chicane and you still get the run, and you're not going to let him get back in front of you. You're gonna try to pass it, and that's kind of how it is. I mean, these drivers see it that way in oval racing, especially with these dog legs or these tracks like Auto Club or anything that you can go below the yellow line, below the apron, whatever it is, to try to gain space, shortcut the track. That's where it always comes back to bite whatever driver's making whatever move, because they're coming up the racetrack thinking, okay, I'm quarter panel out in front, or I'm a wheel ahead as I come up the racetrack. This guy's got to give me the space. Well, that guy's not always going to give you the space, because he's not always going to know you're there, and also he's not always going to give you that space. I mean, he was there too. He can dictate where he wants to be on the racetrack, and that's where it comes back to bite a lot of people in the rear end, and you see a lot of people get out of shape with that. I mean, that's this unfortunate turn of events, man. Salter had an excellent freaking race car tonight, and I hate to see that happen to him. But saying that, Robby Bice seems like he's starting to come alive, Chris, in that 28 machine.
Yeah, but it looks like he washed up the track really tight a little bit. He's going to lose that position to that 8 of Logan Rhodes, but like you were saying, Josh, just an unfortunate turn of events. He said he has 8 minutes of repair, but like you were saying, doesn't have to let him back up onto the track when he goes below that yellow line. So it's one of those things where, it just kind of turns into, what race control dictates, the penalty and how it's going to happen. So right now, Bradley Wilson out of contention, David Salter out of contention right now. They're going to go, a couple of laps down, so it's going to it's going to come down to Bradley Wilson going to have to really come alive here if he's going to have anything to say. But Jimmy Green now out getting to a really good gap and separation between him and his teammate Logan Rhodes. So Logan Rhodes moving himself back up into that second position, doing a really good job. Robby Bice, like we said, falling back into that third position. And right behind him, Ed DeBoer, who went off the front bumper, or the side of that 77 of Clayton Kincart. He's got his way back up into that fourth spot. And behind him is Chad Hitchcock. So it's going to be interesting to see how these boys play it out now, because Bradley Wilson is going to have to really get out here and hope that, these drivers that are in front of him drop off, because, the guys that aren't really doing too well right now in the race are where they need to be, and Bradley might fall out of contention for the points after this.
That would be a shocker, wouldn't it, Chris?
Yeah, he's
Bradley Wilson not in the championship chase, man. That is that's championship implications right there with this wreck tonight. As man, you just hate to see it. Like we were saying, these cars both running so well. They just both racing so hard there, and you just kind of almost hate it for them. You do hate it for them. I mean, it just stinks. You don't want either one of them to wreck. I mean, they both are such good drivers, such great individuals, and you hate to see that happen. I mean, it's one of those things of when you are the driver, you almost have a lump in your throat, and you just want to, you just feel almost dead. Kills you kind of when you wreck that guy, or the guy wrecks you, or vice versa. However it may go, it just kind of stinks, man. Makes you feel a little poopy.
Yeah, but coming into this, Jimmy Green, Logan Rhodes, right now, your first and second positions, they are currently sitting the furthest down. Josh Carver is in 12th position in the points. So Josh Carver really is going to knock himself out here tonight pretty much. But Jimmy Green and Logan Rhodes are 10th and 11th in points, so they're moving their way up through the field. If they have a clean rest of the race here, they're going to really jump up in the position. Stan Mayberry still on the lead lap. He's in 10th place, so he's still in good contention here for the points. Clayton Kincart, who's also in front of him, still in contention here. But Brian Chu as well in contention, is currently sitting on the lead lap, so there's still a lot of cars in front of that Bradley Wilson machine. So it's going to be really tight. Something would have to happen to that Ed DeBoer machine, or one of these drivers in front of him, to really upset this race.
Well, Chris, while we got a good little green flag sprint here, we got about 30 laps to go to the good. We're going to go ahead and throw it to a NC811 Dig loud pedal. So go ahead and crank those volumes up. Get that full screen going and enjoy these sights and sounds of the beautiful virtual Phoenix Raceway here with the Full Throttle Next Gen cars. welcome you back, everyone, here to Phoenix Raceway. Hopefully you enjoyed that NC811 Dig, a loud pedal, as it looks like Robby Bice trying to chase down Logan Rhodes for that second place position, but Jimmy Green, his teammate, out into the lead. As the two Rev guys going to be sitting 1 and 2, and then you're going to have Robby Bice in third, Ed DeBoer in fourth. Patrick Ginter, after all of his struggles here tonight, he is going to roll his way back up into that fifth position. And then behind him is going to be that 12 of Austin Rhodes, the seventh position going to go to Chad Hitchcock, 8th Bryant Chew, Stan Mayberry 9th, 10th is going to go to Clayton Kincart, and then here are your lap drivers: Matthew Fitz 11th, Josh Carver 12th, David Salter 13th, he's back out on the racetrack, as well as Ryan Sword. Bradley Wilson back down pit road for a minute so far. Adam McKinney down pit road, and Case Collin back down pit road, both for well over 20 plus, 30 plus minutes as well for Casey. So, we're seeing a lot of drivers bite the bullet here early. We've seen some big ones. We've seen some small ones. We've seen some single car wrecks. I mean, we've seen it all. That's what happens here at Phoenix. As you see that 77 of Clayton Kincart not having to worry about overheating for the rest of his life in that race car, as he is just going to be driving with no front end on the front of that 77. As the 23 of Jimmy Green going to take lap 100. As next time by, it'll be a 20 to go for that 23 machine. We'll see if these Rev Motorsports guys got what it takes to get to the checkered flag and see if Jimmy Green can pick up that race win here tonight at Phoenix.
Yeah, just again want to give a big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube platform. Just let you know, it is still pouring down rain outside. I do see it is skipping frames a little bit, but just want to give everybody a shout out there on that stream. I saw Bradley Wilson saying had a good season run, but think this is where the road for a championship stops tonight. I don't know how much that breaks your heart, but it breaks my heart, Josh. Bradley Wilson out of contention. Looks like he might be back out on the track here now. He is back out on the track. Bradley Wilson just not really having the best of nights. You see him getting sideways there. Maybe you might see him.
No rear deck lid either. He's got no spoiler, no rear downforce. That car probably going to be wicked loose.
Yeah, you see him getting around there. But Jimmy Green doing a good job holding on to that first position. Got his teammate Scrappy right behind him. I see in the chat Jay Tucker saying spun out and already back in second. Scrappy power, baby. He is really doing a good job. You see Robby Bice getting around the 77 there of Clayton Kincart. Josh, look at that. Patrick Ginter up into the fourth position. Looks like Ed DeBoer having a little bit of issues falling back. Looks like Austin Rhodes got around him as well. So Ed DeBoer looks like he fell off just a little bit. But still in contention for this. Anything can happen here with 18 laps to go. Jimmy Green now got about a second and a half over, about a second and 6/4 over him and Logan Rhodes. So Scrappy's got to do something if he wants to make up this deficit. We do know Jimmy Green, being the truck championship of the last season's truck championship, he can get up here and really duke it out with these boys. So Jimmy Green setting himself up in a really good position right now. But right now, Logan Rhodes is going to be on that defense for him. It looks like Robby Bice is going to go ahead and give up that third position to his teammate of Patrick Ginter. So Patrick Ginter going to move his way up into that third spot, but not fighting for position. Championship position is that Patrick Ginter machine. So just trying to battle out for track position, trying to get a podium, trying to get up there and just get some of those bragging rights is what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, and Jimmy Green still doing an excellent job of maintaining the pace of the race. We'll be at 15 laps to go this time, and it's going to be an interesting 15 laps. I'm super eager to see if we're going to have a caution. If any of these drivers here are going to get very pushy for these last couple of laps. I mean, we know we're getting to the cutoff. We'll see some drivers wanting to make those last couple of moves. Patrick Ginter probably wouldn't mind going up there and grabbing a win tonight, but he'd have to overcome a little bit more to be able to go up there and do that. But that 38 machine doing an excellent job right now, the way to work his way back, same as Scrappy, doing an excellent job after his spin down the back straightaway, having to rework it, no caution for him. I mean, that 8 machine with Logan Rhodes sitting back in second, that might be the recovery and driver of the day potential just right there with that. I mean, he has done an excellent job in that Milwaukee machine and showing there's no quit behind that number 8, and he is doing an excellent job not only getting himself into the second place position to recover from all the mess he's had to deal with tonight. I see Jimmy Green keying up on the radio. I want to say it's probably him pulling up on Matthew Fitz. It is. And so it looks like we do have a caution.
Yeah, not really sure what happened there. I do see the caution is out, though. We'll see if we have anybody go around here, slow it
Bradley
up.
Wilson.
Was it Bradley Wilson?
Maybe not. I just saw where he keyed up. I figured it was him.
Kind of scroll through everybody, see if we can see what happened here. I don't see what happened. Maybe race control through one?
Nope. No race control cautions.
Huh. Not really sure what happened there. I'm going back to see if we can see.
Clearly, we're missing something here.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Just going to kind of click through everybody, see if we can see. Ah, there it is.
12 Austin Rhodes getting loose under the 28 Robby Bice.
Yeah, you see Austin Rhodes going down to that bottom lane, got down below it, gets the back end around. Let's see if DeBoer can make it through. DeBoer makes it through. Woo!
Look at pit road, Chris.
Yeah, pit road, Jimmy Green, Logan Rhodes, Patrick Ginter all coming down. Robby Bice, DeBoer, Austin Rhodes, and Brian Chew all down pit lane. So Chad Hitchcock, Stan Mayberry going to again elect to stay out. Maybe going ahead pulling it down now. Yeah, you see Chad Hitchcock going to go say, you know what, man, that was a bad idea. Going to go ahead and change my mind. Chad Hitchcock going to pull down into pit lane. So he's going to surrender that lead. So Stan Mayberry going to take back over that lead, but on a lot older tires is that Stan Mayberry machine. So not really sure what's going on in that Stan Mayberry camp. But hey, you know, like we always say, he's the one racing. So I'm not the one calling the calls.
Trying to look and see. I mean, most I can think of is he's going to try to slow up Jimmy, possibly Logan, and help maybe promote Patrick up one more spot. Robby as well. They're going to try to maybe get a little bit of teamwork up here. I mean, keep one of your drivers out on old tires. I mean, that maybe, or the 99 of Stan Mayberry is just saying, hey, I want to lead this race right now, and I feel like I got some equipment left. I mean, you never know. You never know. It's just how these drivers, you know, really think they can predict what's going to go on in the race and how their car is going to handle. I mean, they're the ones driving it for lap after lap after lap. They know what they do and don't feel comfortable with. So I'm interested to see how Stan's call is going to pay off. I mean, last time he was on a very big lap difference. This time, and actually, it's about the same. About a 30 lap difference almost, 34 lap difference this time by. So we'll see. I'm interested to see if this plays off for the 99. I don't know. I feel like it's old tires here in these next gen cars, especially really in anything, just never seem to work unless you're doing a little shootout on like some 8-lap old tires. You take 2 tires and, you know, on the pit stop when they're caution, or, you know, like 10-lap old tires, 15. But, you know, when you got these big increments, it's very, very difficult to hold pace with 30-lap, you know, fresher tires than what you have.
Yeah, you see the 84 of Case Colin getting back out on the track. Gonna have to slow up and let everybody get around him. But it looks like maybe the pace lights are out. See if Stan Mayberry has it left in the tank. He's gonna be able to hold off these boys. He's got the Rev Motorsports guys sitting in there on the inside, so inside and outside lane. So we're gonna see if they work together. We've also got Patrick Ginter on that outside lane. We're gonna have to see how this restart happens. See if we can have a clean restart. It's gonna be 9 laps to go when we get to the line.
Yeah, Stan going to pull him around to the restart zone. He's going to go. Ooh, Patrick jumped the start just a split second early. And that's going to allow the 8 of Logan Rhodes to the inside, Chris.
Yeah.
New leader here right at the end. Logan Rhodes going to take it.
Yeah, you're going to see, Stan get up in between both of his teammates. Gonna see how this going to age out. Taking it 3 wide down the backstretch. Stan Mayberry
hurt his teammates more than it hurt the guys, you know, how I thought it was going to set him up.
Whoa! It looks like Chad Hitchcock maybe getting loose. Gonna get into the quarter panel there of 99, but everybody's gonna keep it going. Right now, Logan Rhodes, Jimmy Green off to a really, really sprinted start. They have got a big separation between him and Patrick Ginter. So right now, Logan Rhodes currently leading the race. Kind of messed up everybody behind him right now. Ed DeBoer going to be trying to battle off Robby Bice right now. Robby Bice on that inside lane, going to try to battle for that 4th position. Looks like Robby Bice has the preferred lane, but crossover there from the 82. Ed DeBoer going to take it down below. Going to try to pull that Bradley Wilson move, but not going to take it all the way up the track. So Scrappy's still out in the lead. He's got his teammate Jimmy Green. You shouldn't see much fighting here. Caution's out.
Casey Collin back, maybe? Oh, 51 Bradley Wilson. I just saw Casey key up, so he was probably just calling out where the car was. So when I don't got voice chat working, it's very hard to dictate who's wrecking.
Oh, it looks like maybe. Yeah, it looks like maybe that was what you saw him key up for. Just looks like maybe the 51 got a little loose. Got down into the 84. Maybe the 84 got a little loose up into the 51.
Racing incident is what I'd say.
Yeah, just unfortunate turn of events here for Bradley Wilson. Just not his best night. We've seen him overcome a lot of stuff, but I don't think he's overcoming this one.
Yeah, I would probably agree with you there on that one, Chris. Probably the most accurate statement you've made and can back it up.
But right now, a lot of your points positions currently sitting on the lead lap. A lot of the drivers are going to be really falling off, so we're going to have to see who's going to be up here in the lead at the final lap. As we said, you've got Logan Rhodes and Jimmy Green currently in 10th and 11th in points, but they are sitting 1st and 2nd on the track, so they have really moved their way up the field. And then we were saying Bradley Wilson tied with Ed DeBoer. Ed DeBoer currently sitting in that 5th spot. And it's going to be an unfortunate for that Bradley Wilson machine. He's not going to be able to advance to that top 8. And then Matthew Fitz, who's currently a couple of laps down, he's going to be in trouble of getting knocked out here. Robby Bice currently sitting in that 4th spot. He's doing good right now. He's 6th in points. You've also got, like I said, Ed DeBoer, who is tied with that Bradley Wilson machine in that 5th spot. So he is setting himself up good. Patrick Ginter right now, the only one not battling for a points position. So Patrick Ginter currently, and then between him and then Austin Rhodes is going to be the 2nd driver not battling for points. So Brian Chu, who is sitting in 5th in points, now sitting on 7th in the track. He still set himself up here for a good finish. He could advance himself as well as Chad Hitchcock. Stan Mayberry, though, is going to have to do a really good job here. He's still on those older tires, though, so not really sure if maybe he's out of tires, not able to take any more tires, or what the reason is, but he's going to have to finish ahead of that Chad Hitchcock machine if he's going to set himself up for a good finish. But we'll have to see how those points equal themselves out here, going into the round of 8 next week.
Yeah, it's going to be seeing a lot of good drivers get dropped. It's going to be a change of pace. We're going to see some drivers racing for the championship now that maybe we weren't expecting to be this far into the round of 8. And, hey, we're all for it. Love new drivers going in there and mixing it up week in and week out. And excited to see who's going to make their way into the round of 8 to try to pick up a bid at the championship. As we'll be going to Indy next week, but the pace lights are going to be off. We're going to look forward to this. This is going to be a natural green-white checkered. If we do get a caution, we will get a overtime finish, but this is going to be a green flag, a white flag, and a checkered flag. If they do stay green, they grab the white flag, then a wreck happens, the caution will end it, but usually the caution is not thrown if it's behind the leader. So we'll see how these drivers are going to work here. Is Logan Rhodes going to give in teammate Jimmy Green, and is that 38 of Patrick Ginter possibly going to be able to get his restart under key here? You got to almost assume that the 8 and the 23 possibly communicating when the restart's going to happen, so neither of them get the slip. They're probably going to want to race for the highest position between each other, but I don't know, man. Teammates kind of fall out the window when it's coming to the white flag. Oh, the 8's going to get off to a very early
good jump. Yeah, really good jump, though. Logan Rhodes putting a little separation between him and his teammate. And could open the door, though, for Jimmy Green. He's going to have a little bit of a better run coming up to that back bumper, so we'll see what happens. But Patrick Ginter in that third position. We'll see if he also has anything to say.
Here comes Jimmy Green, though. He has a little bit of a run, Chris.
Like I was saying, Jimmy Green going to have a really... Whoa, Chad Hitchcock!
He's going to gather it up, though.
Chad
White
Hitchcock.
flag.
Josh, like I was saying, Chad
Raises the
Hitchcock...
pistol.
Stan Mayberry had to get around that Chad Hitchcock machine. He just did.
Oh, shoot. You're right. Well, look at this, Chris. Oh, this is going to be a good race down the back straightaway for the final time here tonight. Does Jimmy Green have anything left in the tank? Big drive in. They're going to come through 3 and 4. Logan Rhodes going to win it.
Logan Rhodes, Scrappy Doo, gonna walk away with the win here tonight. Them two boys really needed to set off to, and do a good race here tonight. Logan Rhodes really showing you, like we were saying earlier in the race, said he had a lot of really good vibes going into this season once he started winning a couple of races. Whoa, getting her up into the wall, but hey man, this is the end of the race. Doesn't matter anymore. Logan Rhodes really doing a good job here tonight.
Yeah, excellent job from the 8 Milwaukee machine. Jimmy Green going to start doing a burnout to the two teammates. Finishing 1 and 2 tonight. Good to see them with strong finishes. As you'll see, a great burnout from that 8 machine right now. Heck yeah, man. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, actually, I was muted
watching
when
that photo finish.
I was muted when I said that. Ed DeBoer, yeah, we were watching to see what happened between Logan Rhodes and Jimmy Green. Ed DeBoer got around Patrick Ginter for that third place position, so we had a Rev Motorsports. As you see, Bradley Wilson come flying in out of nowhere. We're going to go ahead and get those results up here on the screen.
Yeah, as you're going to see Logan Rhodes picking up the win with Jimmy Green second. Third going to go to Ed DeBoer, so it's going to be a Rev Esports 1, 2, and 3. Patrick Ginter going to pick up 4th with Robby Bice 5th. Austin Rhodes going to be 6th with Brian Chu 7th. Clayton Kincart in 8th with Stan Mayberry 9th. Chad Hitchcock 10th with Matthew Fitz 11th. 12th going to go to Josh Carver. 13th going to go to David Salter. 14th Ryan Sword. 15th Bradley Wilson. Adam McKinney and Casey Collenbach are going to round out your field in that 16th and 17th position. And that'll be your race results for here tonight at Phoenix. And we'll be getting your post-race interviews here in just one moment.
I do notice also, I want to point out with your the points or the setup here, it does say the final 16 driver. I do apologize about that. It's supposed to say final 12, but it says final 16, so it's actually final 12 drivers.
All right, well, it does look like we got all your drivers here ready. Chris going to go ahead and bring up Logan Rhodes, have a word with Scrappy, and your race winner here tonight. Logan Rhodes, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
Got you, boys.
Man, oh man, we saw a last restart setup there, and you and Jimmy coming to a great finish there, 2 wide to the finish. But hey, gotta say, Logan, we saw a great race between you and just everybody out there tonight, and the recovery you had to come through after that self-spin out of the corner earlier. Just take us through that recovery and that great battle you had right there with Jimmy. It looked like neither of you guys were going to give each other an inch, but the two teammates, the 3 teammates actually, finishing on the podium tonight. Logan, excellent job from you boys tonight, and it was a fun show that you put on out there, and congratulations on the win, man.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we got a little loose around that one corner there, and luckily I saved it, and we battled back from that. And then on the restart before the last one, Stan stayed out, didn't have no tires, and I knew our only chance was to split him. So I dove low, and Jimmy went high, and I knew he wasn't gonna put the bumper to me at the end, but I wanted him to battle me for sure, and I couldn't be more proud of the team, man. Bring it home 1, 2, 3. We come in on the outside looking in, and all 3 of us had done what we needed to do to get in here.
Yeah, man. Well, y'all had not only, each individual successful nights, it was just a great team night. Like we said, the 3 podiums, and Logan, gotta say, man, it was an excellent race. From the start, it looked like it was going to be all Salter. I mean, the guy was out there putting on an excellent show. We saw a little bit of contact between him and Bradley that took both of them out of the mix, and it seemed like that just opened the door for you and Jimmy to take this race by its ropes and just take off with it. And, you guys did that. And Logan, I got to say again, a very excellent race from, our perspective, watching the way you drove, how you handled your situations, the drive, the comeback from the, the self spin, the self wreck, whatever, all that happened there. And, got to say, Logan, again, congratulations, man. And a lot of mental fortitude showed tonight to have to come back, especially at a track like Phoenix. We know a lot of guys really don't like dealing with this track sometimes.
Yeah, we struggled all night with the right front. I come off one of our runs there and had 30% on the right front tire. Yeah, but we were pushing pretty much the whole night. But I found a little groove through 1 and 2, take it high, and arch it down. So that seemed to work out for me a little bit on older tires. That is.
Oh yeah, it seemed like you guys had some good green flag runs out there tonight, though. It was fun to watch. Last week coming off the little bit of the mess we had at Martinsville, it was fun to come in tonight and see just some good racing. You guys put together a great show. Not only was it fun to watch, everybody get out there and just put some good battles to each other. We saw a little bit of adversity. We saw some some mixed emotions maybe, and hey, at the end of the day, we saw a Logan Rhodes victory. And got to say, man, it was awesome to watch you get your way back into victory lane. Pick up another one. It's been a minute since we've had you up here in the booth. Victory lane, that is. And Logan, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go, you're more than welcome to throw them out there, buddy, and we'll let you get on your way here tonight.
Yes, sir. First off, I got to thank God for giving me the opportunity to do what we do here. And thank you guys, as always, putting on a hell of a show. Thank Robby and all the guys at Full Throttle for putting this on, allowing us to come out here and do what we do again. And thanks to 811, call for you dig. Also, I always got to give a shout out to the beautiful, wonderful Miss Ashley. She lets me do this on Sunday nights. So, and all the guys at Rev, of course, all the hard work. It just means so much more when it pays off like this.
Oh yeah, man, the hard work has shown definitely for you guys tonight. And Logan, got to say one more time before we get you out of here, congratulations, buddy. And hopefully we'll be seeing you carry the success on into the round of 8. And congratulations on the race win tonight. And good luck as we head into next week.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, man. Have a good rest of your week, man.
All right, y'all too.
All right, and that was Logan Rhodes, your first. You're going to go ahead and bring up second place, Jimmy Green. Have a word with our second place finisher. Jimmy Green, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Hey, boys, I'm finally back.
Hey, yes, sir, you are. Well, man, you were on the grasp of a victory there, but it seemed like they're on that restart, that Stan Mayberry machine, taking the old tires. You and that Logan Rhodes machine had to split him there. And you guys did. It seemed like Logan, though, going on the apron, maybe gave him that run, and it did. He got clear there. Jimmy, what was it like battling back through the field all night? You guys seemed to have very quick race cars, but, other than that, it seemed like it was, maybe going to be a third, fourth place kind of night. And then all of a sudden, we saw a little bit of contact between the two leaders. You guys came to life in the later run, and we're walking away with a Rev Esports 1, 2, and 3 here tonight. You guys kind of seem to all have your own adversity, whether it be the self-spin from Logan or, Ed getting caught up in the mix earlier with the 77. Seemed like all you guys just hit the setup right, and once you got in your own groove, pretty much an unstoppable force here tonight.
Yeah, it was interesting and stressful. I really think we had the cars to beat. Would like to see how it would have played out with David there if he wouldn't have got spun, but I could run David down there in the long runs. I think it would have got interesting. But if I'm going to lose to somebody, I want to lose my teammate, and I'm very interested to see how these points shape up now.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very interesting in points. We know we got some drivers that we probably weren't expecting, probably not going to be making it through, and some of the guys that have been working their tail off this season going to be rewarded by it. And Jimmy, you're one of those drivers that have been doing an excellent job this season. And we saw so much adversity here, towards the middle of the race, and it didn't seem like, a lot of the drivers that were up there so successful early might not have those runs. We were seeing maybe some cautions, and then, we started seeing drivers getting a little over ambitious on the gas pedal. Other than that, but overall, you guys had a pretty great race out there tonight. Great change of pace from last week, and I know how difficult it can be at a track like Phoenix to run 2 wide, 3 wide sometimes. And Jimmy, take us through that last little remaining battle there with your teammate and how on the edge you were having to get. Do you think you were gonna go up there and run him down, put the bumper to him, or was it just one of those, hey, I'm gonna go up here, race him as clean as I can, and just give him the space into this finish?
I was planning to race him as clean as I could. The thought did cross my mind to give him a little tap there. Then I almost accidentally gave him a tap because he checked up a little more going into 3 and 4 than I thought he was going to. But man, overall it was a great race, and we got to thank Case on this one. We had it set up, and to me it just wasn't turning like it should have been. He took it the hour of practice we had here, and he dialed it in for us. So I got to thank my Rev teammates and Case, man. He did a hell of a job of getting that setup dialed in.
Yeah, man, it seems like it's always one of those, good things when you feel like, hey, I can't get the car to turn, and then you got one of the teammates come through, put the wrench on the setup, and the next thing you know, you're driving a completely different race car. That's always one of those blessings in disguise. And Jimmy, it's good to see that you guys had a great turnaround here this weekend. The Rev 1, 2, and 3. Congratulations on that, but not only congratulations on your podium. And Jimmy, if you've got any final thoughts, words, shout outs before we let you go here tonight, you're more than welcome to get them out, and we'll let you get going here.
Well, first, I want to thank you guys for doing an incredible job like you always do. I really mean that. Gotta thank my dad for spotting. He's always here for us. My Rev teammates. There's a couple people out there watching right now that it means more than they know. So.
Heck yeah, Jimmy. Well, again, congratulations, buddy. Good to have you up here in the booth again, and hopefully we'll see the Rev guys carry this success through the rest of the playoffs. And congratulations on tonight, and enjoy the rest of your week.
All right, good night, guys.
Good night, man. All right, and that was Jimmy Green. Going to go ahead and bring up Ed DeBoer, your third and final interview here tonight. Ed DeBoer, Chris, and Josh up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy, gentlemen. How you doing tonight?
Doing fantastic, man. Well, got to say, excellent recovery from you and all your team here tonight. Not only out, just racing, conditions. We've seen you guys have so many difficult weeks here going on, these past couple of weeks after, early success. But Ed, not only that, but yourself here tonight, the 77, and you made contact early in the race. I want to say that was you in the 77. If I'm wrong on that number, do apologize.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so yeah, we did see that contact. You got a little around, and you had to fight back from a lot of adversity tonight. And third place, kind of say, wasn't expecting you to come flying up all the way back up to the podium. Got like that last lap pass on Patrick Ginter. Got yourself up on the podium. Ed, how are you feeling after coming back on that recovery mission? And how almost does this kind of, in a sense, feel like a win, or is it just one of those you kind of was it setting yourself to that standard as you came in here tonight to go up and finish on the podium?
Felt great. I knew we had a fast car, a fast setup there. As Jimmy was saying, we had a setup, and then Case came in and gave us that little bit of extra, that we needed to get the cars to turn. So thank you to Case there. Thank you to all those Rev teammates. When Clayton got into me there, he apologized. He just didn't see me down there. And I got turned around, but I got it locked up. And, great job by all the other drivers with me getting it locked up. They didn't get into me. So I only had 11 and a half seconds worth of damage I had to get fixed there. And when I came back out, I did a little bit of a tire pressure change there with that pit stop. And she became a rocket ship coming back out of there. So, yeah, Patrick, Robby right there at the end, man. You guys were a tough one to race with tonight. You guys had good setups too, and I just had to downshift into fourth gear and just hope that thing was going to stick to get around Patrick there, and did a little slide job on him. But he raced me clean.
Yeah, you guys were all it seemed like, besides a little bit of contact we had some of our drivers, was a very, very clean race. Like I pointed out to Jimmy and Logan, it was a great pace to change from how we had Martinsville go last week into this week. It was just a fun race. It was a good, hard race. And Ed, we saw you make up some moves. We saw you have to work to the back and work your way back up to the front. And overall, got to say P3 here tonight. Good job on you. And it's good to see that Ed Bauer machine back up here in the booth and, here for a podium finish, even if it's just third place. Got to say third place is pretty hard to come by, especially with these open setups sometimes.
Yeah, I'll take it. Rev 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, that was one thing we were also very excited about to see is you guys did an excellent job. You all hit on the same cylinders it seemed like tonight, and Rev 1, 2, and 3 got to feel very good for the team. But Ed, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to let off before we let you go here tonight, man, you're more than welcome to get them out, and we'll let you get out of here and get on your way.
All right. Well, thank you, number one, to Father God. He allows us to be here and be able to do this. Thank you to him. Thank you to my family. They allow me to take the time in the evening to be able to get on here and race with all you guys. Thank you to my Rev Racing teammates. Thank you, Josh, Chris, Robby, and all the guys at Full Throttle. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
We appreciate those kind words, Ed. Well, again, man, congratulations on not only the third place finish here tonight, the podium finish, but the Rev Esports 1, 2, and 3 all podium finishes for you guys tonight. And hey, hopefully we'll be seeing you next week in the booth as we go into Indy. And congratulations on tonight, and enjoy the rest of your weekend and your week, Ed.
Yep. Take care, gentlemen. Thank you. Have a good week.
Yes, sir. You too as well. All right, and that was Ed DeBoer. Chris, do you have any final words, thoughts, or anything before we let the fans go here tonight?
Yeah, I do have the points here. I'm going to go ahead and get them pulled up on the screen so we can go ahead and get this shindig done. As the points are pulled up, Colin Forrester, like we were saying, is going to walk away with that first position. Did get locked in, so he is your points leader. And then Logan Rhodes, you saw him win here tonight, going to move his way all the way up into the second position. So Logan Rhodes doing a good job. Chad Hitchcock still going to stay in it. So he's going to move himself up to that third spot. Jimmy Green's going to be moved his way up to fourth. Stan Mayberry still in it. So he is going to be in that fifth spot. Robby Bice going to be in sixth. Ed DeBoer, like we just talked to, he's going to sit himself in that seventh position. And then Clayton Kincart going to round out your eighth position. So that's going to be your drivers going into the top 8. Brian Chew, Matthew Fitz, Bradley Wilson, and Colin Forrester. It says Colin Forrester here twice. Not really sure why that says that, but gonna see who else got knocked out here. I want to say it was Josh Carver, actually. Not Colin Forrester. Josh Carver was the one that got knocked out. So that's going to be your drivers going into next week. Colin Forrester, Logan Rhodes, Chad Hitchcock, Jimmy Green, Stan Mayberry, Robby Bice, Ed DeBoer, and Clayton Kincart. Well, Josh, like I was saying just a second ago, though, it has been a really good race here tonight. I really do appreciate everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. Just want to give a big shout out to everybody that stuck out with us. I know we had a little bit of internet issues. It is coming down out here. But, hey, just like we said, we really do appreciate everybody sticking out there. I will have a race replay up on the YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and watch it uninterrupted, it will be up on the YouTube channel. But, again, just a big shout out to 811 Dig for allowing us to be able to come out here and do this. North Carolina 811 Dig, we really do appreciate them. Call before you dig. Want to give a big shout out to Cook's Lawn Care Major Setup Shop. And just a big shout out to all the Bluegrass family, Robby, David, all the boys over there, that allow us to do this. Couldn't do it without them. So just big shout out to them. Can't wait for next week's race at Indy.
Indeed. Well, this is going to be all from me and Chris up here in the booth. Saying a big thank you to all the YouTube, all the Facebook fans. And if you're on that YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're on the Facebook, hit that like button. And, we'll be seeing you next week at Indy for the Full Throttle Next Gen Series. And congratulations to all of our racers here tonight. And signing off up here in the Full Throttle booth for the last time tonight, this has been Chris and Josh Kiwi saying good night, enjoy your week, and we'll be seeing you next Sunday at Indianapolis.